When angry, count to 4. When very angry, swear. Be careless in your dress if you must, but keep a tidy soul. It is just like man's vanity and impertinence to call an animal dumb because it is dumb to his dull perceptions. In the spring, I have counted 136 different kinds of weather inside of 24 hours. Many a small thing has been made large by the right kind of advertising. The trouble ain't that there is too many fools, but that the lightning ain't distributed right. The man who does not read good books has no advantage over the man who cannot read them. Truth is the most valuable thing we have. Let us economize it. Few things are harder to put up with than the annoyance of a good example. I was seldom able to see an opportunity until it had ceased to be one. There is a charm about the forbidden that makes it unspeakably desirable. Man is the only animal that blushes, or needs to. The most interesting information comes from children, for they tell all they know and then stop. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Work consists of whatever a body is obliged to do. Play consists of whatever a body is not obliged to do. The difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. 'Tis the difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. It is curious that physical courage should be so common in the world and moral courage so rare. Good breeding consists in concealing how much we think of ourselves and how little we think of the other person. Training is everything. The peach was once a bitter almond. Cauliflower is nothing but cabbage with a college education. Loyalty to the nation all the time. Loyalty to the government when it deserves it. Under certain circumstances, urgent circumstances, desperate circumstances, profanity provides a relief denied even to prayer. She was not quite what you would call refined. She was not quite what you would call unrefined. She was the kind of person that keeps a parrot. Noise proves nothing. Often a hen who has merely laid an egg cackles as if she laid an asteroid. It were not best that we should all think alike. It is difference of opinion that makes horse races. Man was made at the end of the week's work, when God was tired. It's good sportsmanship to not pick up lost golf balls while they are still rolling. What is the difference between a taxidermist and a tax collector? The taxidermist takes only your skin. Man will do many things to get himself loved. He will do all things to get himself envied. Thousands of geniuses live and die undiscovered, either by themselves or by others. Laws control the lesser man. Right conduct controls the greater one. Apparently there is nothing that cannot happen today. There are people who can do all fine and heroic things but one. Keep from telling their happiness to the unhappy. There are people who can do all fine and heroic things but one. Keep from telling their happiness to the unhappy. A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. The secret source of humor is not joy but sorrow. There is no humor in heaven. Drag your thoughts away from your troubles. By the ears, by the heels, or any other way you can manage it. Education consists mainly of what we have unlearned. There are times when one would like to hang the whole human race, and finish the farce. When I was younger I could remember anything, whether it happened or not. Often it does seem such a pity that Noah and his party did not miss the boat. Why is it that we rejoice at a birth and grieve at a funeral? It is because we are not the person involved. God made the idiot for practice, and then he made the school board. The man who is a pessimist before 48 knows too much. If he is an optimist after it, he knows too little. Honesty is the best policy, when there is money in it. There are several good protections against temptation, but the surest is cowardice. It was wonderful to find America, but it would have been more wonderful to miss it. Only kings, presidents, editors, and people with tapeworms have the right to use the editorial, we. Why shouldn't truth be stranger than fiction? Fiction, after all, has to make sense. Lord, save us all from old age and broken health and a hope tree that has lost the faculty of putting out blossoms. A round man cannot be expected to fit in a square hole right away. He must have time to modify his shape. It is better to take what does not belong to you than to let it lie around neglected. The educated Southerner has no use for an R, except at the beginning of a word. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.